If there must be a meeting with a stranger you're trying to establish contact or relationship with, please, common sense to say it's not common. Let the meeting be in an open place. What's wrong with me meeting in an eatery or in a park or in an open place? Please do not meet in a hidden place. Do not meet in the stranger's house. Do not meet in his friend's house. Meet in an open place. This is because in case the person is out to hurt you, he won't do it in the marketplace, he won't do it in an eatery, he won't do it in a park. Lola might not have been killed, but probably she might have been robbed of her properties or she might have been raped. Yes, barely 2 weeks. Met this guy on the 4th and you're already going to his house on the 13th or so. What in the world is wrong with girls? What in the world is wrong with you? It is wrong. Welcome to Creative Minds and thanks for tuning in. Man has ceased to become man. Man has become beasts. And man has become prey. Vanity upon vanity, all is vanity. If only men will realize that no matter how much wealth they make in this world, they will sooner or later leave this world, going with them with nothing. For indeed, we came into this world with nothing. With nothing, we will leave this world. What is a life of luxury without so much as a moment's happiness? Why sell the soul of a fellow human that you may acquire riches? I will personally give up those guilters of life, as it were, before I fall into this association called wealthy. Yes, but I'm lonely and wretched. A 20-year-old boy had gruesomely murdered a 19-year-old Federal University Lokoja student by name Damilola Olowoye, who happened to be a 100-level student in the university. This guy in question, Jeremiah Paul, is totally a stranger to this girl. They've barely known themselves. It's barely 2 weeks. He met this girl on the 4th of September. And by the 13th of September, he has already killed her because he bought Sprite and added codeine to it. And to prove to the girl that there was nothing there, he took a sip from it and then gave the girl to drink, which she drank and felt too dizzy. Then he dragged her to a nearby forest and he harvested the girl's eyes, her tongue, her intestine, and other parts of her body and her buttocks, and then left her there. Before then, he was asking for a ransom of 10 million naira, which the family were able to raise 400,000 naira. But at this time, this girl had been murdered. The point is this: the story has been making round. This girl, the boy in question, Jeremiah Paul, met her on the 4th of September. And this act was carried out on the 13th. That's barely 2 weeks of meeting. This girl had already accepted to be friends with him and had even gone to the point of visiting this guy. I'm not here to recount the story of what happened. My point is, you only know yourself. Where did she get it wrong? The first thing I want to believe is that probably Damilola did not tell her parents that she was going to see a total stranger. You are still a minor and you need guidance. Never visit an opposite sex alone. Never visit an opposite gender alone. If this girl was not murdered, definitely that guy might rape her. She might not want to, for example, but the guy might do that by force and there's nothing she could do about it. So never visit an opposite guy alone, no matter the talks, no matter the law, no matter what it is, because everyone is not your friend. This person in question is still a stranger. If you've not known somebody for up to 1 year and exchange familiarities, it is wrong. Do not visit. I wouldn't know what Lord Damilola with less than 2 weeks to fall in love, in quotes, with a total stranger. But I want to believe she was looking for love in the wrong place. A stranger is someone that you have not really known. You don't know the person. As a teenager, you don't know the person's house. You don't know the person's background. You don't know the person's family. That person is a total stranger. You met the person possibly on the way going to church. You met the person on the internet. One thing you should not do with a total stranger is never allow a stranger visit you. Yes. If somebody you met on social media is indicating interest to see you, same sex, different sex, is not from it, or whatever it is, Do not allow that person to know your house. People have entertained criminals, people have entertained armed robbers, people have entertained things that they did not expect because they opened their arms innocently to total strangers, thinking they want to help, thinking they want to make friends. Do not allow that person to visit you. Number two, meet in an open place. If you must have a communication with that stranger and you want to have an interface relationship, can you meet in the marketplace? Can you meet in your church? Can you meet in an eatery or in a park? Can you meet in the streets, a very busy street at that matter? Please do not meet this person in a secluded place. It is very important. You will be risking your life. You will be risking, in short, it is actually total risk to meet that person in a secluded place. Number three, do not visit the stranger in his house. Please, it is very important. Somebody that is a stranger is somebody you don't know very well. Less than a year, more than a year, you don't really understand this person. No matter what he has told you, do not visit a stranger in his or her house. It is risky. You are saving your life. And can you tell your parents where you are going to? Number four, that's number four now. Tell your parents or your guardian where you are going to. Do not lie. While I was in the university, my mom had my timetable. I went to school as a teenager. My timetable, my mom had it. And any day I don't have any class, I stay back at home. The friends I have, my parents are aware. This is also part of number four. Let let your parents know your friends. In short, let the two families be friends. That's how it should be. If not friends, let them know themselves. And thank God for social media and the gadgets we have for communication. Why would you have a friend that your parents don't even know about? Mom had my timetable, so I can't cut corners. And that was how clean I was. That was how clear it was. So please, it is very important that your parents know where you're going to. Do not lie to them. Do not visit a stranger in his house. Do not go there alone. And for the young boy out there, please, you can hustle without being a ritualist. Not all rich men out there are ritualists. Some persons, most of them had really worked and they've gotten to where they are today. So you can get one of them as your mentor and follow what he or she has done, and you will get there. Why sell the soul of your fellow human that you may acquire riches? How in the world can you so trust somebody you met for less than 2 weeks and you're already going to his house, and this is an opposite sex for that matter? Forget the gruesome mother. This guy can hurt you. He can rape you. You've just exposed yourself. Some deaths are not worth it. There are parts of the blame from both sides here. What would a 20-year-old boy be looking for a ritualist to make money at 20? He wants to get what people at 50 that have taken so much time to achieve he wants to achieve it in a space of 1 week, in a space of 1 year. Somebody that have labored for 50 years and you are here, you want to make such money so somebody have labored that have put in effort of 50 years, 30 years, you want to make it in 1 year. And the girl on this part, for crying out loud, for heaven's sake, why are you so poor? I don't get it. But you see, some deaths are avoidable. Some deaths are not worth it. There are parts of the blame from both sides here. This life could be saved if little measures like this were taken.